Welcome all, welcome it is. From the pocket, coming at you live on a Thursday. Christian, man, we always talk about how the season doesn't really start until after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Here we are. Thanksgiving.
It's very interesting. Like all the games matter a lot more.
Oh, yeah. It's getting tight.
It's getting real tight. Some teams surging, some teams are on the decline. It's very interesting, man.
Yeah, we got 5 weeks left. 5 weeks, a lot of big games coming up. The Bears and the Packers are going to play each other twice. Rams and Seahawks are going to play each other still. The Colts have the Jaguars twice, including
The
up
Texans
this week.
again.
The Texans again. They got to play the 49ers as well and the Seahawks.
Tampa Bay has to play the Panthers twice. I know they're in the battle to win that one. The AFC
Cowboys
North
have the Lions this week. The Ravens and Steelers are playing each other this week, the first of two matchups. The Bengals and the Ravens still have to play each other. Everything is really getting compressed. The Bills and the Patriots still have to play each other. That might not mean as much, given the current situation of both those teams. But, man, we are cascading very quickly to the playoffs. And, we got a lot to talk about with the playoff picture we're going to get in today. Talk about what team we think that is in it currently will not make it and what team that is out of it will end up getting in. We're going to do our rapid-fire headlines, of course. We're going to return to your Vibe rankings. We are going to do Jake's picks. We're going to talk about Jake's picks. Got 5 new bets for you this week. And then we are, of course, going to pick them. Christian. So let's go ahead and get started here. Christian, off the rip, I'm just going to go ahead and ask you. We got a bunch of teams that are not in the playoff picture currently that really feel like they could make it. I will say, no offense to your Dolphins, because they are the 11th seed, but you look at the top 10 seeds in each conference, they are alive and well down to the 10th seed. 11th seed on, it's over. 11th seed on for the NFC is the Falcons, Vikings, Commanders, Cardinals, Saints, Giants. All of them are done.
The Bengals could maybe have.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. The Bengals in the 12th seed are alive, more by virtue of how poor their division is. They are only 2 games right now behind the Ravens and the Steelers, so they are still technically alive. But other than them, it's the Dolphins, Jets, Browns, Raiders, Titans, all out.
No, Raiders. The Raiders and Titans. The officially teams,
eliminated.
Yeah, the official teams that have been eliminated are the Raiders and the Titans for the AFC. And the Cardinals, Saints, and Giants for the NFC.
But, de facto, 11th seed.
I'm just saying, mathematically, these Washington, for some reason, is still in it.
Falcons turning around. Man, the Commanders, we knew it was going to be a tough year. We had them having a tough year, but it's really weird. If you're a Commanders fan, you've just got to be really sad at being 3-9, a year removed from being in the NFC Championship. When it's we're finally there, we have finally arrived as a franchise. No, nah, you haven't. Sorry to say. But yeah, Christian. So looking at these playoffs, we got a lot of options here. I want you to tell me which team is in the playoffs right now that you're Cap, they're not making it. Who's not making it?
Tough
one, right? I have a couple. I can go if you want.
Yeah, let me hear what you.
I have a few.
Okay.
So I'll first off, I have 3 off the rip that I feel very good about. I do not think the 49ers will make the playoffs.
Really?
I do not think the 49ers will make the playoffs.
9-4? I mean, they're holding on. They're holding on by a thread, but they're 9-4.
They got the Colts, the Seahawks, and the Bears left to play. That's 3 of their 4 games. Their one layup.
Colts could be on a skid.
Colts
could be on a skid.
The question is, the Colts are losing to good teams. They're losing to the Chiefs and Arrowhead.
49ers are okay.
But the 49ers,
they're on a 3-game winning streak.
But you see what the 49ers, okay, they beat the Browns. They beat the Panthers.
They were all not. Those are not. They're not
playoff Cardinals. Teams. Like they play the Rams, shellacked.
Yeah.
They play the Texans, shellacked. They play the Bucks, shellacked. Like the 49ers. Like, and no disrespect to the Niners. Like their team is in a hospital. Their entire team is like hospitalized right now. Like I don't begrudge them, but it's like good coaching can only get you so far, and you know they are coached very well, but like when there is a clear gap when they get in front of these teams, when there is a gap in the talent, they just can't. Like they just cannot hang in there. They're not going to be able to hang in with Seattle. The Bears, I know people want to say the Bears are fraudulent. I know we had a little bit of a take that made my wife mad because she could overhear us talking and then watch the pod and was very disappointed in my Bears take. But like I think the Bears are better than the Niners. And I think the Colts. So, like, I look at the Niners. I think they're 10-7. I think they're 10-7, maybe 11-6, maybe 11-6.
You'll get in at 11 wins,
maybe
if they get.
Unless the Cowboys go 11-5.
Yeah, the Cowboys.
Ooh, that tie hurts you or helps you?
That would, yeah. So that would suck for the Niners, but that's still like really. Your team was injured to hell, and you had a pretty solid record, had a winning record, was right there in the playoffs. Just Cowboys just had to tie the Packers. So I mean, it's disappointing. You know, you're coming off a Super Bowl in the past 2 years, but I mean, in a rebuilding year, you should feel really good. That is a nice one. Mine tentative one. Not predicting it, but maybe the Colts.
Oh, that was going to be my next one. I was so ready to take it from you. I think the Colts are going to miss as well.
I don't know if they will necessarily, but they got the Jags twice. They still got the Texans, like we talked about the 49ers, and they play the Seahawks. So tough schedule. This is a must-win game for them against the Jags this Sunday.
For the record, they do not win in Jacksonville.
Well, damn.
that is something they never do.
Then that's kind of your season right there. Because
I'll give you the stat.
Mike McDonald's going to come into town. Oh, no, you're going to go into Seattle, and you know how they play. Like, they're going to stop Jonathan Taylor, and they're going to make it tough on Daniel Jones. So,
the last time they won in Jacksonville was 2014. Sorry.
Oh, God. Damn. That's a decade. My golly. I was in high school.
Yes. I was. No.
No, we were in college.
We were fresh fit. We were 2 months into our freshman year in college the last time the Colts won in Jacksonville. I mean,
man,
I
who
think
would have thought this team started at 8-2.
I think the Colts, it's just so tough because the Jaguars, who knows what's going to happen this week there. The Seahawks in Seattle. I don't have any faith they're going to win. I think they can beat the Niners at home.
That's a toss.
I think they can maybe even beat the Colts at home or beat the Jaguars at home. But then, their last game is against the Texans in Houston. Like, 10-7 not getting you in, and they need to win 3 of their last 5, and I just don't. They're gonna have to pull off an upset somewhere to do that. So, I think it's very likely the Colts miss the playoffs, especially if Houston wins on Sunday against the Chiefs. I think it's a lock. I think they are gonna be on the outside looking in. All right, who's out of the playoffs that's gonna make it in?
Easy Houston.
Whoa, really? You think so?
I think they can surge in. It all depends on if they can beat the Chiefs. You beat the Chiefs on Sunday, then the world is your oyster. In my opinion, they've been sporting probably the best, second best, however you want to argue.
I think it's the best
defense
right now.
Is them or Cleveland, honestly. Like, I know Myles Garrett has a sack record, but it's or Seattle, but
or Denver.
Or Denver, throw those in there. But it's up there. Like, they're one of the best defenses in the league. And get pressure on you. Their back end is really good. That defense is really good, and all they just need is the offense is just to give them some production. It wasn't great against the Colts, but it was just good enough. If they can just be good and if they can do what they can just take care of the opportunities that they get on offense against the Chiefs on Sunday night, then they should come out of this game with a win. Like, they have the perfect setup to counter the Chiefs.
They really are like diametrically opposite to the Cowboys, like surging, but great elite defense, average offense. Cowboys elite offense, average defense. Like, my thing about the Texans is immediately I'm like, I mean, if we're talking about the minimum to get in the AFC is 11 wins, like they're going to need to win 4 of their last 5. But what is their schedule? The Chiefs, obviously, that could be a loss. But even if they lose that, it's Cardinals, Raiders, in LA for the Chargers, which, you know, that's a toss-up game, but like very winnable for them. And then hosting the Colts to end the season, like I think it is a tough path. If they lose the Chiefs, if they beat the Chiefs, I agree with you. Like it is clear runway. You need to win 3 of your last 4, and you're feeling great because at that point they would have won five straight.
This will be their 5th straight win.
And really, I mean, even dating back a couple weeks, like they have won. I'm doing the quick math. 5 of their last 6. The only game they've lost in that stretch was a game to Denver that, let's be honest, they should have probably won that game. Yeah. So, I mean, you're feeling really, really good if you're the Texans at this point and you beat the Chiefs. So I do like that pick. For me, come on now, come on. Yeah. I gotta take them. I'm gonna take the Cowboys there.
Of course.
No, I mean, look, we have this game on Thursday against the Lions.
Big game.
I mean, I know it's not officially official, but basically, whoever loses this game their season's over. Their season's going to end. If according to Next Gen Stats, if the Lions lose, they now have a 20% chance of making the playoffs. If the Cowboys lose, they have a 9% chance. So when you start getting into that territory, that's when you really start. It's not we control our own destiny. It's okay. We need certain teams to kind of lose. Yeah. We need some math to kind of get back on our side.
And you need to win out, from this point on. But yeah, you got to do some weird
math
scenario.
Yeah. So, I mean, whoever it's a big game, but I mean, I mean, you could do the Lions. Like, to me, the layup is probably the Lions, right? Because
I don't know, like, dude, we'll see you on Thursday. We'll see we'll see tomorrow, but I'm not very confident. I mean, this is the least confident I have been in the Lions since, Dan Campbell and them started winning these games. So I mean, I don't think it's a layup for me for the Lions. I'm not gonna say they're gonna miss it, but I mean, they're on the outside looking in. I mean, we'll see what they do on Thursday. Like,
I think there's just such an aura of Detroit where it's like, I mean, but they're gonna make the playoffs, right?
I mean, they still haven't lost back to back. They're still holding on to that.
They're coming off a loss in a critical game. So it'd be amazing if, I mean, even if they win, they still have a 55% chance. Imagine if, like, we get to the end of the year and they miss the playoffs, but they still don't, like, have that 2-game losing streak. They still miss the playoffs despite not losing back-to-back games. Like, there is a reality where that happens. That'd be kind of weird. I like all that. Bonus. Look, the Chargers have a really good chance to make the playoffs. Even if they lose this game against Philly, they still have a 52% chance of making the playoffs. Looking at their schedule's brutal, though. I mean, their schedule is insane. I think they might have the hardest schedule of any team in the NFL these past 5 weeks. They have the Eagles this week, in Kansas City, in Dallas, hosting Houston, and then in Denver. I mean, that.
Broncos could be resting.
They could be. They could be, unless they want to be petty and they see the Chargers playing for their whole season and they go, well, keep in mind, here's another thing. Like, they could be resting, but we also could be in a situation where the number 1 seed is still in play going into the final week of the season. So, which again gets into this weird, like, it depends on who plays first. And, like, if the Patriots play first and lock it up, which the NFL tries to avoid because they don't want any team to know their faith before they play. Like, so it kind of gets weird. That probably won't happen. But, like, we could be in a situation where that game, Chargers are playing for their playoff lives and Broncos are playing for the 1 seed. But I mean, that's I think the Chargers will likely miss the playoffs. That their team is just beat to hell. Justin Herbert just had hand surgery. They're 8-4 right now. Again, can they win 3 of their last 5? I don't know where they're winning 3 of their last 5. Like,
it can start with Philly.
It could.
I'm not saying Philly, it will happen, but I mean, it could.
They are underdogs at home. So, but I mean, even if they beat Philly, maybe they. I mean, I don't know. It's tough. So that's my kind of sleeper one. I don't want to say the Chiefs. Like, that's too easy. But even if the Chiefs win, according to Next Gen Stats, 48% chance. Even with a win against Houston.
Well, because they gotta play the Chargers. I mean, they'll beat the Titans, they'll beat the Raiders, but they got the Broncos and the Chargers. I mean, yeah. So 3 out of their last 5 are playoff teams. Well, Houston is not technically, and they're going to be without their Simmons, Josh Simmons, their rookie left tackle. He's going to be out at least for 4 games. We'll see.
One thing that's a little annoying to me about this too is the Panthers. Like,
I want to.
They have a 22% chance of making the playoffs, despite the fact that they have a cleaner path to the playoffs than any of the teams on the outside looking in that we're like considering. Like, all they need to do is beat the Buccaneers. That's all they need to do. Whereas, like, the Cowboys are like, okay, you need to beat the Lions. You need to win out. You kind of need the Eagles to collapse a little bit. Maybe the Niners to lose to the Bears. And, like, the Packers and Bears maybe split. Like, they need all these things to happen. And it's like, yeah, if they win, they have a 39% chance.
I mean, we've already talked about it. Their last 3 of their last 4 games are in division. They play the Saints. They play the Bucks after the Saints at home. And then they finish the season at Bucks with Seattle in the mix there. So yeah, all they gotta do is beat the Bucks, and they can get their spot. But I guess they're predicting that with Panthers being too unpredictable, I think we're still going with the consistent team in the Bucks.
For sure. So anyway, anything else on this, Christian?
No.
Yeah, cool. All right, we can get into our rapid fire. So we talked about this on Monday's pod, well, Tuesday, whatever day you saw it, where the Chiefs-Cowboys game was predicted to have the most viewership of a regular season game. We got the numbers back. 57 million people watched that game. Don't tell me the Cowboys don't got that staying power. Don't tell me it.
Well, especially when they're good. You know, people are going to watch. But I think people are going to watch regardless. It just helped that, you know, Cowboys are on the up and up, and people love to, I guess, hate watch the Chiefs. But, yeah.
Yeah. And for the record, the average viewership across all 3 games from Thanksgiving was 44.7 million, which is the highest Thanksgiving Day average on record, dating back to at least 1988. It surpassed the previous high of 34.5 million. That's a lot. I mean, that's more than 10 million extra people watching, which was set last year. And it marks the 4th consecutive year the NFL has set a Thanksgiving Day viewership record. I think that streak will probably end. I don't see them having a Chiefs-Cowboys. I think the Chiefs-Cowboys game, it was just a perfect storm.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 2 teams that everybody's going to watch anyway, and it's 2 teams that need it in a bad way, very similar circumstances, and it was a close game where, like, people might not be tuning in, but then you see it's close in the 4th. I do that, like, as a casual for, like, baseball, right, where I'm not really watching, like, the World Series, but when I check my phone and it's bottom of the 7th, 4-4 or something, I'm like, oh, I'm tuning in to watch the rest of this. So, like, it's just a perfect storm. And the game before that also was a very good game between the Packers and Lions. So I don't think you're going to break that record next year. This was a perfect storm of viewership for football. But good for the NFL and good for the Cowboys. Okay. Mark Andrews, today the news came through. He got signed to a 3-year, what was it, $39 million contract? I remember off the top of my head.
$39.3 million and includes $26 million guarantee.
What were your thoughts on this one, Christian?
I was shocked, but I guess it's because Isaiah Likely's been in and out of the lineup, I think.
Yes.
He's only 30, so that's a little bit better. I thought he was older, so that's not bad. I still think, he's not the Mark Andrews of old as we know, but I thought he has kind of bounced back. I know last season didn't end very well with the drop 2-point conversion.
Yeah, in the playoffs.
And then I think he had another drop. He had another drop
season. In that game as well, yeah.
Okay. But he's been playing pretty well, and I think he's a very solid player. And, I think this year the Ravens thought his production was good enough to give him a little extra contract. So, I don't hate it, but I'm a little. John Harbaugh is on the hot seat. So it's going to be a little interesting how this plays out. But I think they got a solid veteran guy. They'll probably still get Likely in there as well, and hopefully they'll eventually take over that starting role there and become a great tight end for the Ravens. But yeah, overall, I don't hate it. Bit much. 3 years, almost $40 million is quite a bit for a 30-year-old tight end, but
I kind of hated it. I personally kind of hate it. It's
a kind of bit of a lot of money.
He's, look, George Kittle is obviously he's the highest paid tight end right now, right? He's getting about $19 million a year. George Kittle's 32, but George Kittle, I feel like the production is still there for George Kittle. You look at what George Kittle, and then everybody else outside of Travis Kelce, it's Travis Kelce.
It's Travis Kelce.
You just got to pay Travis Kelce, I guess. You look at Mark Andrews' stats this year, right? He's got 37 catches. He's got 332 yards. Now, he hasn't missed a game this year. Isaiah Likely's missed 3 games this year, and Isaiah Likely's got 18 catches for 200 yards. So, it's not great, but, to me, the move would have been you should have been trying to move off of Mark Andrews this offseason. This is that classic Bill Belichick approach where you move off a player a year before you're supposed to. I think you're still going to get another year out of Mark Andrews, but I don't see you getting any more than that. He's not. He had a 1,300-yard season in 2021, 800 yards after, 500 yards, 600 yards last year, and now
yeah,
he's going to end up with 500 yards this year probably. It's not a super. It's just the productivity's not there. Maybe they're keeping him because he's a great locker room guy, which I get. There's value to keeping that.
It's gonna come down a bit on that.
But 13 million. He's gonna be around. I guess that'll make him the 6th highest paid tight end in the league, under George Kittle, who he's not better than, Trey McBride, who he's not better than, Travis Kelce, who again, people want to say about Travis Kelce, his numbers are identical to Tyler Warren. So, Travis Kelce is still productive. TJ Hawkinson, who he's not better than. And David Njoku, who, he might be better than David Njoku, but David Njoku also has not had a quarterback thrown to him at any point in his career because he plays for Cleveland. So, I was a little iffy on it personally. But I also understand, you thought Isaiah Likely would be the guy that, takes the step for you. And he kind of hasn't, really. He's been relatively healthy. He's missed some games this year, but the most yards Isaiah Likely has had in a season is 477 yards. That's just not that good. So anyway, all right. Let's see. What else you want to talk about, Christian? Hall of Fame class of 2026 finalists.
Sure.
So the big news was these are not players. These are non-player semifinalists. There's one coaching finalist. No. What? What is this? Oh, yeah. I'm stupid. I'm sorry. I was misreading. So they had 8 semifinalists, and they have narrowed it down to 1 coach finalist. Bill Belichick.
No.
No, I agree. Not a Hall of Famer. Not a
no.
Hall of, no.
Get him out.
Get him out. Get him out. He's not a Hall of Famer. No. And then there's 1 contributor finalist. You can guess who it is?
Contributor.
Yes. Somebody who has contributed to the game in a meaningful way that was not coaching or playing. Can be management, can be, being a sports commentator. You want to guess? Don't think too hard about it based off the previous name I just gave you.
Tom Brady?
No. Tom Brady is he's gonna be eligible as a player in a couple years. No, this is contributor. This is non-player. Who's the other one? The other guy in the triangle there.
Oh, Robert Kraft?
Yeah. Robert Kraft and Bill Belichick could be walking into Canton the same time together, which is very fitting. It's very fitting. It's kind of a bummer that that ended the way it did. I mean, because they're both obviously Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, we'll see if they get in. Obviously, they should both get in.
Of course, yeah.
Bill Belichick is arguably the greatest coach of all time, and to be, I mean, that is some hefty names we're talking about there. I mean, we're talking about Vince Lombardi, we're talking about Bill Walsh, we're talking about Paul Brown. I think Andy Reid is probably in that conversation at this point, but 6 Super Bowls, 9 trips, 2 as a defensive coordinator with the Giants under Bill Park. It really is remarkable. And then, Robert Kraft, hey, people it's easy for people to be like, oh, that success is just because of Belichick and Brady. If Drake May and Mike Vrabel go win a Super Bowl, I don't know.
I don't think it'll happen, but I mean, yeah.
Not this year, but it's got a good chance of happening at some point. It's young.
See.
They're young. All right, Christian, what else you want to talk about?
Like I said, Chiefs, Josh Simmons is gonna be out for at least 4 weeks.
Dang.
Tough loss for them, especially since they're fighting for a spot in the playoffs right now. Tough loss for them. And they're playing the Texans, who has a great pass rush. They still got to play the Broncos. We'll see how what their status will be there toward the end there. And then the Chargers, who beat them previously in the year, week 1. So I don't know. It's spooky times in Kansas City. Spooky times.
Speaking of offensive lineman injuries, Tyler Guyton will not play for the Cowboys on Thursday. So everybody's talking about the Lions and how beat up their offensive line is. They're going to be missing their offensive tackle. And I'll tell you what, we know who the best pass rusher is going to be between both those teams, and it's not on the Cowboys. So good luck defending Aiden Hutchinson missing your tackle. That just makes that a lot tougher. The Giants, the Packers, you should go check out their injury report. It's crazy. Jordan Love was a full participant, I will say, but these players are all limited right here, or just did not participate. Josh Jacobs, Matthew Golden, Jaden Reed, Dontavian Wicks, Zach Tom, Lucas Van Ness, Edge Cooper, Quay Walker.
Damn.
I mean, it is brutal in Green Bay right now.
It is technically Wednesday, so we'll see by Friday.
Yeah. But, I mean, you look at the Bears, who they're playing, the Packers. Kyle Moninga. I can never remember how to pronounce his name. You know who I'm talking about, okay? We've all been watching this guy be crazy on the football field for a few weeks now. He did not participate. Roma Dunze did not participate. But, hey, Jalen Johnson, full participant. So we might be getting Jalen Johnson sighting. Anyway, any other injuries you want to go over? Daniel Jones been playing with a broken fibula, apparently.
Yeah. No, I mean, Chargers, Herbert in his hand. Did he get surgery? I just thought something was wrong. Like, he actually got surgery on his. Yes, he did on his fracture. It was fractured.
Yeah.
Oh my
and
God.
they're thinking he's going to play.
That's what they're saying. He's preparing to play for the Eagles on Monday night. I mean, look, he gets until Monday, but damn, he just got back from fixing his hand. It's not a throwing hand, but still, that's crazy.
And to what you were just saying a second ago about the Chiefs, not only is Josh Simmons out, Trey Smith did not participate, and Jawan Taylor did not participate. Jawan Taylor not participating might be addition through subtraction, but I don't mean to.
But still, you're down to your second, third stringers or tackle. That's not great.
Yeah, but I mean, three of their starting linemen are not participating in Wednesday's practice. Probably not a huge, Wednesday's practice. Like, you can kind of rest people, but something to keep an eye out for. So, all right, Christian, it's time. It's time for you to welcome our ears with your vibe ranking. So please tell us, who are the vibes hating on, and who is catching the vibes just right?
All right, we start at the bottom here, and this one, it's official.
Oh.
It's official. These teams are officially eliminated out of playoff contention. And as we talked about already, it's the 3 teams from the NFC, 2 teams from the AFC, Giants, Saints, Cardinals, Raiders, Titans. Well, we'll see you next year. We'll see you next year, guys. All right. Now, next up, we have the not officially eliminated, but they are eliminated in our hearts. We know it. And the playoff scenarios for these teams must be insane for the Jets and the Dolphins, who play each other, the Browns, and for some reason the Browns and the Commanders, I'm surprised they aren't eliminated. I imagine the Commanders might get eliminated if the Cowboys win. They might even still get eliminated if the Lions win. I don't know that scenario going. Browns somehow are still in there, but probably after the Ravens-Steelers game or whatever, the Bengals game. Eventually, these teams will be eliminated in 1 week or this week or next week. It's almost their time.
Officially official.
Next up, we got the facing elimination. Not officially eliminated, I don't think, this week, but we know these teams are not very good. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Atlanta Falcons. Falcons, Kirk Cousins was washed. Vikings, I mean, they are getting J.J. McCarthy back, but they're still not very, very good. So they are facing elimination from my elimination. Now, like I said, they'll probably be eliminated in a week or two.
Yeah. All
right, next up, we got the AFC North. And it's all the AFC North teams except for the Browns. Ravens, Steelers, Bengals. Don't like any of these teams. I guess Joe's back, so, like, yay for the Bengals. Defenses wise, I still don't like them. I just think the Ravens aren't that good this year. We'll see. Who are they playing this week?
The Ravens?
The Bengals.
The Bills.
Yeah. What? Damn, that's an interesting matchup.
It is. Last time we saw this matchup at full strength was the Bengals winning by 3 possessions in Buffalo in the divisional.
Okay, we'll keep an eye on the Bengals. We'll see about them, but they can move up. But
plus 5.5 on the spread for everybody interested.
But Steelers, I do not like. Oldest roster in the league.
Can I give you? I'm sorry, not to interrupt you. I apologize, but I heard a insane stat about the Steelers today.
Go ahead,
the Steelers have not had a deep pass thrown in terms of it going 20 air yards or more in over 30 days.
That makes sense. Aaron doesn't like to put the ball unless it's a free play or something down the field. That makes sense for me. That's a crazy stat, don't get me wrong, but that makes sense. That checks out.
He's got so the Steelers did not complete a single pass of at least 20 air yards last month, going 0 for 13 with 3 interceptions on those throws over their last 5 games. And for the record, for those of you, who were they playing defensively? Here's who they played in that stretch. The Bills, who are not they're average in their secondary. They're
better than their running,
but they're terrible. Here's the thing, and this is where that Bengals matchup gets a little weird. They're bad against receivers in the secondary. And still could not get 20-plus air yards against them. The Bears, who, the Bears are a splash play defense, but they're not a great defense in terms of, the Bengals. The Chargers, who, fine, the Chargers, pretty decent defense. They had a good showing against the Steelers back in November. And then the Colts. So that is their last 5 games. 0 for 13 on yards 20 yards deeper down the field, 3 interceptions. I digress. Go ahead. That stat, I heard that, and I was like, I have to share this.
No, and they stomped the Colts that game. And then the Ravens, just been a huge disappointment. So, yeah, AFC North. Next up, we got the NFC South. Bucks, Panthers. I don't know what to do. I get it. The Bucks just won. I mean, they needed that win badly. Panthers, I just don't know what to do with. One of these teams is going to win the NFC South. And then that's going to be it. They're probably going to lose first round. That's just what's going to happen. For me, next up, we got wish they could turn back the clock. It's the Chiefs, the Broncos, and the Eagles. Now, the Chiefs and the Eagles probably just turned back the clock to last year. Chiefs winning these one-possession games. Vibes were okay. They were winning games and they had a good record, but they were just winning these tight ball games, but they were undefeated in them, and they made it all the way to the Super Bowl. So credit to them. And then the Eagles, dominant run game after week 4. From then on out, defense started playing really, really well, especially in the playoffs there, and they handled the Chiefs very, very well in the Super Bowl. Smacked them around, belt to ass. And then the Colts just wish they could just turn back the clock to back when they were 8-2.
Can we go back 2 weeks?
A month ago. Can we just go back to a month ago? When we were on top of the AFC?
They've lost 3 of their last 4.
Yeah.
Their only win is Atlanta in that stretch.
It's tough. And, Chiefs can miss the playoffs, and Eagles are just – it's crazy. So, A.J. Brown doesn't get the ball. Eagles win, but they have all this turmoil. A.J. Brown gets the ball, and they can't win. I don't know what to do. Kevin Patullo's getting his house egged. They're getting booed at home. It's 2023 Eagles.
This has crossed the line. It's yeah, dude, you coach for the Eagles.
You coach for dude, you're getting booed at home. These are Philly fans are crazy. What did you I think you were there last year. I don't know if you were there in 2023, but these fans are crazy, man. I don't know what to tell you.
They bad.
They're a crazy bunch. They care a lot about their sporting team. So hey, yeah, when you're not doing a good job, and we can all see that you're not doing a good job, you're leading the league in punting, not converting on third downs. Bro, come on now. Yeah. Next up, we got the surging. These teams are surging. 49ers, they have won 4 of their last 5. They've been on a little bit of a nice little win streak. Even if they don't make the postseason this year, just having 10, 11 wins, I think is a great accomplishment. Defense, I thought, had improved under Robert Saleh. I know he lost a lot of players there, but and quarterbacks were in and out with Brock Purdy and what is his name?
Mac
Jones. Thank you. Mac Jones. But I think it's not what you wanted. That's not what you want to do, especially when you come into the season with the easiest schedule coming into the season. But, you won most of them. So hats off to the 49ers for this season. Cowboys 6-5-1. They've been surging. Have a big game on Thursday against the Lions. I can't go because the tickets are too expensive and I have prior engagements. But I would love to go to that one. That sounds really, really fun. Jags been on a little winning streak. I think 3 of their last 4. I know it wasn't against like top opponents, but hey, you gotta play who's in front of you. They were at the point like a month ago. This team was like, hey, are the Jags gonna end up missing the playoffs? But kind of righted that ship a little bit.
Really snuck up.
Yes, and then the Texans, they've been on a really nice surge. 4-game winning streak, could be 5 if they beat the Chiefs on Sunday night. And they got the recipe to do it. Next up, nice. Sorry, but not sorry. Aww. Lions, Bears, and Chargers. Now, they're up kind of high, but I just these like I know like the Bears. Why are the Bears down here? I mean, they're 9-3, but like, come on, man. Like, come on, man. Chargers talked about could miss the playoffs. Justin Herbert coming back from a fractured wrist surgery on his left hand, non-throwing hand. That could be iffy. Lions. Now they do have the we don't lose back-to-back games, but come on, like the Lions aren't doing much. Even if they do make the postseason, I mean, I think they could give a team a run for their money in the wild card, but I think that's their ceiling.
I am so excited for the Bears,
especially if they play outside.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, if they play outside, it's over. I mean, they're just. Look, I hate this. The Jared Goff splits are real.
He doesn't play an adult.
You can't deny the reality. Like they were playing the Eagles a couple weeks ago, and it's like the Eagles are short home favorites, and it's like, guys, come on, what are we doing here? It's like we know what this is going to look like, and it looked exactly the way we thought it would. Jared Goff was running for his life and struggled in the elements. Anyway,
Bears, nice season, but this, like, come on, man, this is like the Commanders last year. Like, I don't think you're going to make it to the NFC Championship game, but hey, enjoy your time. And then the Chargers, like I said, tackles out, Justin Herbert, fractured hand. Even if they make the postseason, don't think he'll go far. He has not put up. He had that one first half against Jacksonville, and after that, it's been doo-doo boo-boo. Oh. Next up, we got. I'm just stating the facts. Good teams, Jake. I fought and toiled and over it.
Midnight oil.
Burned the midnight oil, but I had to put them up here. I didn't want to, but they had to be up here because of their stupid record
and their elite defense.
And they're don't argue. Don't have anything a problem. Don't have no problem with defense. Defense don't. I love the defense.
And hold on. Stand by. They're above average offense.
Okay. You go to overtime with the Commanders. Come on now.
Hey, look. Commanders scored 26 points in that game. That was you got to put up 27 points on the road cross country. You telling me that's an offense problem that week? Come on now. Come on.
They showed up. They showed up, but come on. You're supposed to clap the Commanders, but it is what it is. Bills. Just Josh Allen, really. I mean, the Steelers just. If the Steelers were even a little bit more confident, like this should have been a game against Buffalo, but it is what it is. Packers, nice win on I would say this gave me this game against the Lions gave me reminded me of how they looked in week 1 against the Lions. Very dominant win there. I know Lions did. I mean, Lions are a good team. Don't get me wrong. They did put some points on them, but I thought that was a really nice win for the Packers. I don't think they're gonna make the Super Bowl, but hey, They're looking good for right now. And Seattle, Sam Darnold didn't look great against the Vikings, his old team, but I mean, when his defense can just like get pick sixes and just devour you on defense, like it is what it is. You don't really need you to play well. And then next in the last two teams, I think the best two teams in the NFL, AFC team and the NFC team, we got the New England Patriots, 11-2, the only team with 11 wins. I know it's very cupcake schedule, but you got to play who you play. And also, both of these, this is a two-man MVP race. Drake May and Matthew Stafford.
I don't know how you don't give. Personally, I don't know how you don't give it to Matt Stafford. Like,
he's probably
he's got 30 touchdowns and 4 interceptions on the 32.
And he threw 3 of them in the past game. And why are the Rams so high after they lost? It just happens. It just happened. Like they were winning for 2 months straight. Like they were due for a loss.
Well, it's one of those things. Like you get to the end of the year and you're like, wow, the best team in the league was 13-4. It's like they lost 4 games throughout the year. Like they didn't win every week. It's like
like nobody's the Patriots. Nobody's going undefeated. Like
you allowed to lose one. You're allowed to lose one. Anyway, Christian, I wish you would just show some respect to the Broncos, but
they're this high.
But it's begrudging respect.
Yes,
it's almost worse than hate.
I have to grit my teeth and say, "Damn!" Like I guess.
I feel you. But
like
they're
about to play the Raiders. I'm supposed to give them flowers for beating the Raiders. Okay.
As always, though, Christian, a great job.
Thank you.
All right. Let's move on. We got Jake's Bets.
Jake's Bets.
That's the theme song I'm working on. All right. So, how do we do? Well, we're coming off of, we were 2-2-1. Had a push, our first push of the year, so we had to have a makeup bet. So we had it last week. We had 6 bets. We went 3-3, which isn't bad. Not great. 3-3, not bad, not great.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know what your picks were.
So, we had the Lions. We bet all 3 Thanksgiving games. We had the Lions minus 2.5, which I should have stayed away from that game because on one hand, I was like, Lions is a short home favorite in a revenge spot? Come on now. Against an inconsistent Packers team? On the other hand, Packers getting points? Come on now. And I went ahead and tried to
Detroit on Thanksgiving. Like Dan Campbell is not a great record on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, no, they don't. They don't. And I mean, even a couple of years ago when the Lions were rolling, the Packers thumped them on Thanksgiving. So, you never know. That did not cover, obviously. But the Cowboys plus 3.5 against the Chiefs, covered. They won outright. Bengals plus 7.
Damn, you did the Bengals play. Damn, crazy.
They were like, Joe Burrow's coming back, but still giving a touchdown. I'm like, guys, Joe Burrow, come on. What are we doing?
Lamar has beaten. I mean,
but it's
not the same.
It's not by 7. Like those games are usually very close, or at least very nip and tuck down to the last minute. So I liked the Bengals plus 7 there. And then the other ones we got wrong. Like I don't feel like we made the wrong choice. Browns plus 4.5. Like, okay, like
I was almost with you.
Yeah, I mean, you bet that it's one of those you bet it and it works out most of the time. It doesn't always work out. It didn't work out this week, but like Browns getting points at home against an offense that is, kind of like whatever. Like I like that pick. I'll take that pick every time. That defense in Cleveland is insane. The Bucks minus 2.5. I didn't really understand that one. I was like, I think there's it could happen. It was a 3-point game, so they had the line correct, but I was just like, Bucks are going to win by less than a field goal. Like, if you're giving me more than a field goal, I'm probably staying away from it. But, like, at less than a field goal at home? I mean, come on. And they won by 3. And then this one just hurts because it's a trend I take all the time, and it's just not. I've taken it 3 times this year, and it's missed 2 out of the 3 times. The Steelers plus 3.5. At home, Steelers as an underdog getting the hook. I'm like, I got to take that. But like this Steelers team is just not what it has been. This defense is not good. It's old. TJ Watt is not having a good year. This offense is, which the offense is always this. So like that doesn't bother me as much. It's like the Steelers don't have an offense. It's like, yeah, they never have an offense. They win their games or they lose 19-17 or something, but they just don't. Their defense is just not good. So we might have to revisit that trend if we get it again this year. Probably will not be taking it. I mean, the Steelers are getting 5.5 this week against the Ravens, and I will not be betting it. Like that is a layup bet every single week, every single year, year after year. I've taken that bet, and it's done really well on Jake's picks. I'm not taking it this time, just because I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, I'm kind of leaning Ravens minus 5.5, which again I'm not taking that, but like it's just unfortunate. So we are currently 37-28 on the year.
Oh, what a record!
Yeah, we are 57%, which is.
That's really good.
I mean, if we at 55%, that is a very successful year. That is more than profitable. Our goal, which is more of like a shoot for the moon goal. It's not like a realistic goal, but our goal is 60%. So like, we still got the playoffs, which I heat up during the playoffs. I hit 70% of bets in the playoffs. So like, if we're going into the playoffs already, like at this profitable point, if we can just keep this up and maintain it, like. We're going to be in good shape. So, I got 5 more bets right here, Christian. I won't lie. I actually like a lot of the lines this week. And I'm having a hard time kind of narrowing down the ones I want. So, I'll just go ahead and pick the ones I know for a fact that I want to take, and then we'll go from there. Wow, this is tough. Okay. You're not going to like this one, Christian. I'm taking the Jets plus 2.5. Against the Dolphins.
Really? Okay.
It's at home. It's cold weather.
Oh, you got me there.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm getting points it's a home division dog. Like in bad weather, it's a bad matchup. Not even a bad matchup for the Dolphins. It's just bad circumstances. So I'm taking the Jets there. Okay. Here's another one right here. Commanders plus 2.5 at the Vikings. Vikings are free falling. I mean, who are they? JJ McCarthy? You want him? You want Brosman as your start? Like, who cares? Like,
I think he's better than Bros. I'll give him.
I mean, he is better than Brosman.
But yeah.
I mean, Jaden Daniels, he's probably not playing, but he is limited in practice officially. So we're kind of watching that. But even with Marcus Mariota, like, I mean, the Commanders aren't good, but, like, they're not free-falling right now. Like, I have no idea. The Vikings might just get stomped every week from here on out. Like, I don't know what's going to happen with them. And I know, like, there's a little bit of bias because it's like, well, they played the Seahawks last week. Like, yeah, okay, everybody's getting stomped by the Seahawks. And they played the Packers the week before. It's like, okay, those are 2 of the best teams in the league. Like, I understand... the Commanders aren't that caliber, but, like, I'm getting points with the Commanders. It crosses the key number of 2. Like, give me the Commanders. I think that is – you're giving me points in a 50-50 game. You know what I mean? Like, it's just good value. So I'm going to take the Commanders there. So, okay, this next one, this is tough. Because, this is on draft. I'm pulling these from DraftKings, y'all. Like, active right now. The Texans are getting 3.5 points against the Chiefs. Now, I'm hearing a lot of that is gone. Like, there are no 3.5. If you can get a 3.5, it's a miracle. I'm looking on DraftKings right now. It's a 3.5 at least as of 8:41 p.m. Central Time, Wednesday, December 3rd. I'm taking the Texans plus 3.5. Like, I'm taking the Texans plus 3.5. So, if by the time I upload this and it's down to 3, I will probably stay away from it and go to a backup game. which I have a backup game. I'll give a backup game just in case. But like at 3.5, I got to take the Texans. I got to take the matchup is too good for Houston. I mean, Patrick Mahomes is going to have a hard time against that defensive line, missing 3 of his offensive linemen potentially. So,
and they played in the divisional. I think it was close in the divisional too, right?
It was, yeah. I mean, the only reason the Texans lost, that people will say, was the refs. No, it's because C.J. Stroud got sacked like 8 times. So as long as that doesn't happen, which I don't think the Chiefs have the pass rush at this point to take advantage of that.
No,
and the Texans' offensive line is not as bad as it was. It's not good, but it's not as bad as it was last year.
As long as you don't let Chris Jones wreck the game, which I don't know what game he has wrecked this year. I don't think he has. So as long as you don't let Chris Jones beat you, you should be okay.
Yeah, I agree.
Last week, I mean, I think the secondary is gettable.
I agree. So I'm taking the Texans plus 3.5. Again, I'll give a backup.
That was, spoiler, that was going to be mine too, but I'm a little scared. I mean, if it's down to 3, I think the 3.5 is good. If it's down to 3, I might have to look somewhere else as well.
Yeah, I feel you. My backup for that one, I'll go ahead and just give it out now. And this only applies if by the time I upload this goes live tomorrow morning, it is down to 3. This only applies then. If it is down to 3 by then, I will do Jaguars plus 1.5 against the Colts. So that's the backup right there. Okay.
I'm surprised that's not in your. That's not.
Wow. I wanted to squeeze it in. You know what?
Oh.
You know what?
Oh.
All right. Yeah, we're putting it in. We're going to put Jaguars as plus 1.5, and we're going to make the Commanders the backup.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that. I like that move. So Jags plus 1.5.
Damn, you must really like your other ones, because I think Commanders. I think you could have kept that one. I mean, that one's is a toss up.
It's just tough. It's like, do you really have confidence in the Commanders to go on the road and win a game? Like, how much? You know, so it's a
1-5 on the road.
It's a good value bet, but it's also like, really though. So we'll keep the Commanders as the backup. We'll move the Jags up plus 1.5 into the main bets. Boy, if the Commanders cover and the Jags don't, I'm going to be sad.
Yeah.
The other two. These are big favorites.
Oh, big.
I'm taking the Seahawks minus 7 against the Falcons.
Oof, that's a lot of points, now, but I mean, the Falcons are terrible.
I'm going to tell y'all this. This is a don't try it at home bet. Because the Falcons actually coming off a loss are like 5-2 against the spread this year. So they're actually but the Seahawks, like, they're just a demon of a team on the road.
5-1 on the road.
And their one loss was to the Rams. So, like, I mean, they have won, going into that Rams game, they had that 10-game win.
I mean, they were still in that game. And Sam Darnold plays a tick better.
They were kicking it was a long field goal, but they were kicking a game-winning field goal. So I like this. I just, the question to me is like, okay, can I see how do the Falcons cover, right? Like if we know the Seahawks are going to get to 24 points, can the Falcons get to 17? I don't think so. I don't think so.
And Bijan, you trust.
I just, against that, Kirk Cousins against that defense, that's going to be bad. Like, that's going to be bad. So I just, like, I know the data's telling me not to. I know big road favorite does not ever go well, and I've been burned on taking that a couple times. I took the Seahawks as a big road favorite against the Titans a few weeks ago, and they were covering for most of that game and then didn't end up covering. Like, I know I shouldn't take this, but I think the Seahawks are going to win this game by, like, a lot of points.
No, I feel you. The Falcons, I feel like, are just...
I mean, this is going to be like a 24-7 game.
Yeah, like, I feel like they played the Jets tough, but, like, the Jets aren't very good. Seattle's a good
team. And they lost to them in overtime.
And then, yeah.
I mean, they lost to the Jets in overtime. Like, so they're coming off an overtime game. Now they're playing a Seattle team. It's just like, dude. So, I again, it's a don't try it at home bet, but we're going to do it. And then my last one. This one on the surface seems like a bad bet, but when you dig into it, it's actually brilliant. Rams -7.5 against the Cardinals in Arizona. Jake, you tell me all the time taking a road division favorite is a bad bet. It is. It is. But I'm getting the Rams coming off a bad loss that they know they shouldn't have lost. I'm getting a Cardinals team that is like, what are the Cardinals? They've kind of given up, right? Like they're just not a good team. And I know it's like, well, the Cardinals always play close. Except when they play divisional opponents where they got blown out by the Seahawks and blown up by the 49ers. And we're in the later half of the season when we know the Cardinals aren't good. And Sean McVay, his record against the Cardinals is like insane. Against the spread, he's like 7-2 or something against the spread against the Cardinals in Arizona. Like he just owns the Cardinals. It is crazy how many different ways you can look at the data. So I think the Cardinals are going to win this game. I think the Rams are going. It's a get right spot for them. I think they're going to win this game like 45-21 or something. Like I think they're just going to roll this team. And if they don't, hey, that's interesting. We get to come in and talk about the Rams, whether or not we need to be worried about them.
Oh,
but yeah. So either way, it's going to be fun. Either way, it's going to be fun. I think they're gonna rout them.
I'll counter you with Desert Magic, Jake.
Damn, Desert Magic. It's real. It's real. Desert Magic is real. I try to tell people every year. I'm just like, things get weird in the desert. But the Rams have fared very well in the desert, so I'll trust them.
They know how to. They've been to the sands of Arrakis.
My Dune. Sean McVay rising out of his, Sean McVay and Matt Stafford rising out of their levitating out of their ice tubs. My Arizona, my desert, my Dune. All right. Anyway, yeah. To be honest, like I liked a lot of the games this week. I really wanted to be on the Bears +6.5. Which,
they're they're giving up points.
They're 6.5. They're the number 1 seed,
and nobody believes in them.
I know that's it's just insane. Like how everybody is like, no, no,
and use that. Like, if I'm Lynn Johnson, guys, we are not favored in this game. We're the number one
team in the conference, and they're saying
nobody cares.
It's not they're a short. Packers are -2.5 because they're at home. You're a touchdown underdog. They're literally saying you are just not as good as this team. If they were in Chicago, they would be like 4.5-point favorites.
Yeah,
like it's so. I really like that one. I like the Cowboys +3 in terms of the fundamentals. But I can't take it.
Yeah.
I can't take it. Take it. No idea what's going to happen in that game. Bengals +5.5. Little suspicious.
Has it changed?
I don't know.
Okay.
It smells funny. I get around it and I like want to separate myself from it because it smells bad. It's like hasn't showered or something, and I'm like, I don't trust you. I mean, the Steelers are getting 6 points against the Ravens, and I'm not taking it. I can't do it. I can't do it to myself. And then there was one more I liked a lot. Oh, the Chargers. Chargers are getting 3 points at home against Philly, but Justin Herbert with a broken hand and no line. I'm like, I can't do that to myself. Can't do it to myself. So. With all that said, let's recap the games. We got the Seahawks -7, the Jets +2.5, the Jags +1.5, the Rams -7.5, and the Texans +3.5 if it holds. If by the time I upload this tomorrow, that number is still 3.5, we'll keep it. If it changes before I upload, the backup becomes the Commanders +2.5. Those are my bets.
Them's the bets.
I feel 3-2.
I mean, I was gonna hit. last week I hit the Texans +3. Hit that right down the nail there. It was originally Browns +5.5 against the 49ers. But the realization I came to was like, yeah, Browns defense really good. Myles Garrett trying to go for that sack record. But I'm like, on the flip side, Robert Saleh gets the scheme up against Shedeur Sanders. I'm like, so I was a little shocked that they blew him out. I thought it'd be a little closer, but I'm glad I didn't pick that one and I went with the Texans.
For you.
As you said, my plan was for Texans -3.5 or +3.5. If that doesn't hold, give me that doesn't hold. No, I don't like that. I don't like that one either.
Man, there's a lot I like. I wish I could do like 7 this week.
I think I might have to go Jags +1.5.
They're a home.
I think it's the most safest.
It is the safest. Like it is the safest. Last thing I'll say, couple quick things. Just peeking at next week. Just doing a little peek.
Just a little peek.
The Packers are traveling to Denver.
Ooh.
And the Broncos are getting 1.5 points.
Okay.
The Packers are favored in Denver. That is insane. So, something to be watching, depending on how both those teams do. If the Packers win the way that they're expected to, Broncos win a tight one against the Raiders, maybe the Broncos get like 3 points at home or something. And that's a lock-in bet. We're taking the Broncos with points at home against any team they played this year. I don't care who they play. I don't care if they're playing the Rams. If I'm getting Broncos at home with points, I'm taking Broncos at home with points. So, anyway, just something to watch out for. All right, Christian, you ready to pick the games?
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead. All right, we'll go ahead and start. We have our Thursday night game. Oh my goodness! I have so many thoughts about this game. Really quick.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So, it's awful because this screams that the Cowboys should win this game.
Yeah.
It screams it.
On the surface, yeah.
The Lions' offensive line is banged up. The Cowboys have the best, and I'm going to say it because it's the only time in my life I've been able to say this, the best interior defensive line in the NFL with Quinnen Williams, Kenny Clark, and Oso Digizua. It's insane. It's insane. It's a wall. And they have DeMarvion Overshown also backing them up, who's a freak.
They've been stopping the inside runs. Jerry Jones has finally achieved his goal.
Dream. Our dream as Cowboys fans, I should say. But the Lions, they dominate in the interior, and they love to run the ball inside. And they're not only banged up, but they're playing a team that is now excelling at stopping that. So, and they're also going to harass Jared Goff, who's terrible under pressure. Meanwhile,
he's in a dome.
He is in a dome. It is true. But meanwhile, the Cowboys, you look like they're banged up in the secondary of the lines. Terrion Arnold is going to be out.
They have quite a few. The injury list for them is quite a bit.
And to be honest,
Kirby Joseph,
yeah.
Aleph Raymond, Brock Wright, and Shane.
And to be honest,
and Amon-Ra St. Brown is questionable. I think he'll play.
Yeah. And to be honest, and Brian Branch is questionable. I've last heard. Cool. And Brian Branch,
those players I listed are out.
Oh, they're out. Okay, that's bad. Yeah. So Brian,
Kirby Joseph,
they have injuries in their secondary, and by the way, you have to play CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens, who are outside of Puka and Devontae Adams. Crushing it more than any other tandem in the league right now. They're easily a top 3. Even if you want to include Jamar and T. Higgins, they're at minimum a top 3 tandem. There's not a tandem. Well, the Eagles. I don't care about the Eagles right now. Shut up. But I just the matchups on both sides of the ball are the Cowboys should win this game. And then you remember we've seen the Cowboys go into these games.
True.
And the Cowboys lose these games. Sometimes they lose convincingly. And the Lions, revenge spot. Not over the Cowboys, but they're coming off a loss against the Packers. You know they're mad. You know they're reeling. Both teams are desperate. Who do you trust more in desperation? I think most people would say at this point the Lions. Even though, full disclosure, I just want this on record. Outside of get to an NFC championship, the Lions have not done that much more than the Cowboys have. The Lions did get bounced as the number 1 seed last year. Very Cowboys-esque. I'm not saying, I'm just saying.
That's funny. Yeah, they have been on a loss win since their last win against the Bengals back in week 4. They lost to the Chiefs, beat the Bucks, lost to the Vikings, beat the Commanders, lost to the Eagles, beat the Giants, lost to the Packers. Cowboys up next.
Yeah, so there's a lot. There's a lot.
Something here.
I'm going to go with the Cowboys.
You going with the Cowboys?
I can't bail on them.
Yeah, that is fair, especially since y'all have been playing well. Well. Man, this is a tough one. I am not gonna lie. And like you said, on the surface, it screams Cowboys should win this one. Just great offense. They can probably shut what the Lions will at least be trying to do, and to get Jahmyr Gibbs into the game. But then on the other hand, like, Lions haven't lost a back-to-back game. They've been doing it this year, and they just lost. So I don't know. Getting the Cowboys at home. But I think I'm going to rock with the Cowboys. Yeah, I think I'm rocking with the Cowboys.
No. It's that thing where all the analysts pick the one team, and then that team loses.
No.
No, I mean, look, this is the thing that's so scary is, like, the Cowboys should win this game. I know it's on the road, and, like, both teams have a lot going for them in terms of, like, the why they should win in theory, but, like, the Cowboys' reasons they should lose, a lot of it is, like, just vibes because the Cowboys lose this game. Like, on paper, if the Cowboys are, like, a real team, they should win this game. So, anyway, okay, cool. All right, let's get to our Sunday slate. We got some good – honestly, I'm very excited about this Sunday slate. We got some really good games here. We have the Seahawks and Falcons. I'm going Seahawks, obviously. I mean, you look at the key advantages according to Next Gen Stats, it is shocking how much of an advantage the Seahawks have against the Falcons. It is shocking.
Falcons are terrible. They're probably about to fire Raheem Morris after this, and then don't have our head coach, and our quarterback is not good. So, they are stuck in that purgatory.
All right, I'm going. So Seattle both on the same page.
Seattle. Sorry, I don't know if I said that.
Baltimore hosting Pittsburgh. I'm going the Ravens. Ravens are getting extra rest because they played on Thanksgiving. They're playing at home. They're playing a Steelers team that I don't know what the Steelers do well at this point. Like, if they don't play defense well, what do you do well? I know they give Lamar fits, but, like, even if Lamar wins this game 19-14, like, I still think it's going to happen. So, give me the Ravens.
Yeah, same. Ravens.
All right, the one of the worst games that our televisions could be graced with. The Browns hosting the Titans.
Tickets as low as $8, Jake.
Are you serious?
Yeah, you can get.
What are the tickets to fly to Cleveland? Houston to Cleveland flights. Cleveland
just to watch this shitty game because you can get good seats.
Hey, I'm here for it.
I mean, the one I saw, I was looking at it earlier. You can get like 100. You can get 100 level section. I mean, $100. Like, they're ranging from like $50 to like 100 in the 100 section. Like,
Man, this is being dumb. I'm trying to see what the tickets are. So this
Imagine
game
flying into Cleveland to watch.
Oh, I'm doing it. We're
Titans,
looking right now.
Cleveland.
Oh. All right, that's not happening.
Yeah,
It's very
flights
expensive.
Yeah, fine sucks. But anyway, for this game, this awful television game, that will be televised. Nobody's gonna be really watching it. Now we could have that one where it's like, oh, nobody watched this game, but it was also, meanwhile, it was the most exciting game of all time. I don't think so. We're getting Cam Ward versus Shador Sanders, so I don't think we're gonna be lighting it up. Give me the Browns, just because Myles Garrett. Really, to be honest with you, Myles Garrett probably should have a field day with Cam Ward. He's going to be running for his life.
I will take the Browns as well. I hear the weather's going to be terrible in this game. If Cam Ward can't throw the ball, it has no time. I just what is honestly good bet, good just fun little bet. Titans get shut out.
I thought about
Titans get shut out.
I did think, I'm like, Cleveland minus 4.5. I'm like, I don't trust Shador.
I was listening to a pod that talks about gambling, and they were like, I like Cleveland minus 4.5, but it's like, can the Browns actually score 6 points? Like, can they? It's like, I don't know. It's a good question.
I think so.
All right. How about the game of the noon slate? Well, no, there's the games in the noon. I mean, it's crazy. We got the Colts traveling to the Jaguars. I'm going Jags. Keep the streak up. This is, in theory, where you should take the Colts. The Jaguars aren't great at stopping the run, so I think they're going to try to get Jonathan Taylor going, especially if Daniel Jones is turning into Daniel Jones and he has a busted fibula. But, I don't think it's a coincidence that Indy has not won for 10 years in Jacksonville, despite how bad Jacksonville has been the past decade. And the Colts have not been bad. They've had playoff teams. They've had winning seasons. I think there's a reason for it, and I also think there's a reason why we're skeptical about the Colts. It's because we're seeing them ebb. And I think the Jaguars are flowing. So I'm going to take the Jags.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sorry, Colts. I'm kind of off that bandwagon as well. I think I'm going Jags here. I mean, I did pick you to probably miss the playoffs. So,
and then we got the Commanders traveling into Minnesota. I think the Commanders will get it done. Oh boy, he's thinking.
This is a real pick 'em.
This is a pick. It's in Minnesota. That helps you break the tie.
I mean, they're not good at home. They're 1-4, and the Commanders are 1-5. So, I don't know.
I mean, I do think Minnesota's got an argument here where it's like, if Kevin O'Connell really is the coach we think he is, at what point does he get his guys up and say, look, y'all, we need to get our stuff together. What are we doing here?
I'll go Vikings.
All right, bet. Okay.
They're at home.
I'm on Commanders. You're on Vikings. Great. All right, let's do your Dolphins traveling to New York to play the Jets. I'm going to go Jets. I'm sorry.
They don't believe in us.
I don't.
That's right. I'll go Miami just because.
Yeah.
Why not? But I forgot about the cold weather thing. I am really nervous about that one there. But it is against the Jets. But that cold weather argument does give me pause.
And let's just double check the weather here. On Sunday, it is going to be a high of 40 and a low of 27.
Ooh, thank God they're playing at noon.
All right, let's go Bucks Saints. I'm going the Bucks here.
Yeah.
I feel like the Bucks are finally just breathing a sigh of relief. They're getting some guys back. They just had such a murder's row of games. I mean, you listen to the games that they had. It's here. Wow, I'm just remembering. Listen to this. They they had the Texans in week 2. They won. They played the Eagles and then the Seahawks and then the Niners and then the Lions. They got a break against the Saints, and then they played the Patriots, Bills, and Rams. Brutal stretch. Got to play Arizona last week. Now they're going the Saints and the Falcons. So I feel like they're getting healthier and they're back at home and they're just like, finally we can rattle off some wins and kind of save our season. Maybe get that 10, 11 wins we need to win to get the division under our belt. So I like the Bucs here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. My bad. Yeah.
Oh, Bucs. I wrote it down. My bad.
No, you're good.
I wrote it down.
All right. Big. Oh my God, dude. This game is also at noon. So this is our third, like, kind of got to watch it game of the week in the noon slate already.
Oh, yeah.
Bengals traveling to Buffalo. Josh Allen versus Joe Burrow. Oh my God!
This game's gonna be close and low. It's gonna be 27 is the high. That is going to be interesting.
Who you going with?
Man, it would be funny if the Bills lose. That's why I'm going with the Bengals.
Oh, bad. Okay, you're going with the Bengals.
Yeah,
I am going with the Bills. And the reason I am going with the Bills above all else is the Bengals are still bad at stopping the run. Like, I know they had some great luck last week against the Ravens but one thing that I think a lot of people are talking about this, but like if you watch that game, Derrick Henry rips off a big run in the beginning of the game.
Yes,
and then they just don't run the ball with him again. So they're still very susceptible to the run. James Cook is second in the league right now in rushing with 1,228 yards. So I think in cold weather, it's Josh Allen versus Joe Burrow. I think the Bills are going to try to run the ball. And I think they're going to have success. They're going to run the ball. Bengals aren't going to be able to stop it. They're going to keep Joe Burrow off the field. I like the Bills here in this spot, so I'll take the Bills. All right, let's go Raiders. Broncos, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why I have the Raiders written down here. I'm going Broncos, of course. I don't know what I was doing there.
That's
weird.
There.
No, never.
Broncos.
Slip there. All right, cool. All right. Oh my God, dude, this is such a good slate of games this week. Oh my God, Bears Packers.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Cannot wait for this one either.
Good
I might have to hang out at my in-laws all day just to watch it. And then I'm gonna be at my in-laws all day on Sunday. We might not be able to record on Sunday because we got the Bears at 3:30, and then they're gonna want to watch the Texans Chiefs. So I might be hanging out with them. So we might have to record on Monday. Sorry, I gotta watch football. Is what I like to do.
This is a tough one. Give me the Packers.
I'm going Bears. Yeah.
But right. You won't say they will win the Super Bowl.
I don't think they'll win the Super Bowl. No. I think if they played the Rams, it's pretty clear who would win that game.
GG's.
All right. Speaking of the Rams, I'm going Rams against the Cardinals.
What? I'm going the Rams.
That's going to be a game that pops up on my NFL Red Zone every time Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams make a 30-yard catch, and that's going to be all I see from this game. So I'm going Rams, and you're going the Cardinals, right, for the upset?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, all right, great. So you're locking that in. No, it's too late. It's already locked in. You said the Cardinals. Watch the Cardinals actually upset that. God, I kind of hope it happens.
Yeah, it was funny. I was thinking, when I was going over the tiers, I was like, man, because Arizona got eliminated, and I was putting them in the eliminated thing, and I was like, man, dude, I almost went the Cardinals to make the playoffs. I was gonna back them really hard this season, and then I remember I was like, wait, who? I wanted to go to the Cardinals, but I'm like, who did I go with? And I was like, then I remember
the Giants.
I
had the Cardinals.
I was talking up the Giants so hard.
See, I'm not as embarrassed about because I picked the Cardinals to go to the playoffs. I'm not as embarrassed about that as I am how much I shat on Seattle, who is like one of my darling teams now because they're so fun to watch. And I oh man, another thing I was thinking of. I'm sorry to change the subject. I know we got a couple more games, but this season between the Seahawks, Broncos, and Texans, when is the last time we had 3 insanely elite defenses like that. Like any given year,
you'd have to tell me, Jake.
Like, dude, I can't remember. Like, I mean, I'm sure it's happened, but like, it's just been probably a long time. Like, it just feels like any season, any given season, those would be like the best defenses of the league. Like, just because of how good they are. And I know we had like the Legion of Boom, and even during then, the 49ers defense with Patrick Willis and Navarro Bowman were like really good. But like, these defenses are so insanely good. And it's crazy that we have 3 of them in one season. Anyway, I was just thinking about that. But yeah, so now we get into our Sunday night and Monday night games too. What a way to, I mean, you have so many good games earlier in the week, and to cap off Sunday night with a critical game. Houston traveling to Arrowhead, Kansas City, back-to-back weeks playing Texas teams that gotta have it. Christian, who you got?
I think I'm going Texans. Yeah, I'm going Texans.
All right.
This is a bad matchup for them, man. I want to go Chiefs, but I think this is a bad matchup. And I think C.J. Stroud, I know I've been doubting him this year, but I don't think if he's not getting pressured and they can get the running game going a little bit, I think they can go score. I think they got the guys, especially the receivers. I think they got those guys there. Those corners can't get tested. And then revenge game for the Texans. You know, Chiefs. It was a close game for a minute. I think the Chiefs kind of pulled away, I think, toward the end. But this was a close game when they played in the divisional last year. So hopefully they remember that. And you know, man, this is your time, because if you win this game, doesn't probably punch your ticket into the postseason, but you're getting close to it. And at this point, you've put the Chiefs season on. I mean, it's already on life support, but you kind of pull the plug on it if you win this game for the Texans. I know that's a lot to put on C.J. Stroud in that offense, but like, hey man, if you don't want to see Kansas City and you think you can make a run at it, man, you better get this one. So I'm gonna go Texans here, but not like this is gonna be a close game. Gonna be really fun. Gonna have my eyes glued on this one, so I can't wait for it. But I'm gonna go Texans. I think they got the recipe to do it. Now, will they do the stuff right? Will they follow the recipe and do what they got to do? I don't know, but I'm going to trust them.
I think I know I live in Houston, and I know a lot of Houston homies are very, very salty about how last year ended, and they're
you're going to do it in their building, too.
And they are very eager to end this team, and they effectively will. You send the Chiefs to 6-7, it's over. Like it's over. I will say this is an observation I kind of thought of. You know how I was saying the Texans are kind of like the mirror image of the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
This game is the mirror image of the Cowboys game, where like it's both teams playing a gotta have it, a little bit of a revenge spot for the underdog, right? Cowboys got embarrassed last year. Texans lost in the playoffs last year, right? And on paper, the underdog traveling should have the advantage. The Chiefs' offensive line is a mess. The Texans have a possibly, like in some metrics, historically good pass rush with some of their players in Will Anderson and Danielle Hunter. The one area that the Texans are really weak, can the Chiefs even take advantage of it? Like, I don't think so. Like, can they get after C.J. Stroud? I don't know. So you look at it on paper, and it's like the Texans are the hotter team. You know, they have the momentum, they have the matchup. Like they have the kind of narrative of the revenge spot. Like they should get the win here. But are you really gonna pick the Texans in a gotta have it game over the Chiefs? Like
that's fair.
It's the same thing. It's like, can you bring yourself to do it? And I'll be honest, I'm threading the needle a little bit here. because I have the Texans plus 3.5.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the Chiefs to win. And I think they'll win on probably by a field goal, maybe a last second. I think it's going to look a lot like that Colts game where I had the Colts plus 3.5 and the Chiefs end up winning by a field goal. So the Colts cover, Chiefs win. Yeah, so I it's tough, and I kind of would like to see the Texans win. I think it'd be kind of cool. But gotta have a game. I just can't quit the Chiefs, you know?
I can't
quit them.
You.
Can't quit them. So, all right, well, fun. Can't wait for that one. And then we go to Monday night, another great game. Eagles, Chargers right here in L.A., where Eagles fans, I'm sure, will be everywhere.
Yeah.
I will go Chargers.
Oh,
wait,
okay.
Who did I pick? Yeah, I'm going Chargers.
I went with Eagles.
Fair.
Not convincingly, might I just to add that there. But I mean, the Eagles lose this. Like 8-5. Dallas wins, beats Detroit tomorrow. Then you're damn. They will be 7-5. You will be
8-5.
Will be 8-5. That's not looking good, man. That is not looking good. So, Eagles gotta have. I mean, it's kind of the opposite of what you said for the Chiefs. Eagles gotta have it game. I'm gonna give it to the Eagles.
Yeah, I feel you.
For that benefit. But
I mean, the Eagles are the better team. Like,
yeah,
they should win this game. But if they're collapsing like everybody's saying they are,
then
they lose this game.
It's GG's. If they lose
GG's. And this is gonna be really telling. Like, you're in a 2-game skid. Okay, especially if the Cowboys win on Thursday, and you know they're like kind of looking at you neck and neck, look at you at the eyes because they're almost there next to you now. And if you can't do it, and you don't play, like, we saw the collapse. The collapse was not, they're just almost there. They were getting their asses kicked week after. They got their asses kicked against the
what
Bears.
game? A homie had to get ejected from the game.
Oh yeah,
that's how crazy that season
Big Don
ended.
or whatever his name.
Yeah, that dude got ejected from the game.
And I mean,
that's how crazy that season went.
I'll reiterate some of these scores that they had to end the season. They lost to the Giants in the last. They lost to the Bucs in the wild card, 32-9.
Yeah, it was.
They lost to the Giants 27-10. They lost to the Cardinals 35-31. They beat the Giants 33-25. That was the last one they would have the year. And before that, they lost to Seattle 20-17. They lost to the Cowboys 33-13. And then we all remember that Niners game 42-19.
Dang.
So they were not just on the skid. It was not, they're almost there. They were getting killed. And that Bears game kind of looked like it. I'm not saying. All right. Anyway, Chargers, Eagles. All right, that's cool. All right, we're done, Christian. We've previewed Week 14.
Get out of here.
We're gonna get out of here, everybody. We love you. We cherish you. We respect you. We'll be back at the end of the weekend to recap all the craziness from Week 14. It's gonna be a great weekend. Cannot wait. A lot of pivotal games. So snuggle up. It's getting cold outside, baby. And enjoy the weekend. We are on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. We're on Apple, Spotify, your favorite podcasting app. Give us a comment, give us a like, give us a rating, give us a share. Just talk to people about us. Go to work and go, hey, you watch From the Pocket? What's that? Just have it queued up on your phone ready to show them. Okay, that's how you do it nowadays. So take it easy. Take it sleazy. Bye.
Peace.